All right, so happy Valentine's Friday and happy Lunar New Year Friday, right? Very exciting weekend, a lot of beautiful stuff going on in the air energy wise, right? Valentine's Day, an opportunity to fall in love with your own beautiful heart. And the Lunar New Year, which is also the Chinese New Year this year, is the year of the ox. And I was talking about it last night a little bit. And the ox is a very auspicious animal, and it's so perfect for where we are right now in our world. The ox is the energy of gentleness, of steadfastness, of steady forward. Um, it's the earth energy that we need. There's been so much fire energy and wind energy. And so it's the year to settle into that earth energy and really start to take a look at our surroundings and our lives and the way that we have created our foundation this year, right? We were forced to slow down. And so we've all created new foundations. And it's a good time, it's the new moon, it's a good time to take a look at those foundations and explore what you would like to continue to reinforce, to bring into your life, to grow, to cultivate. And what maybe you'd like to move away from. Maybe there were some things that we've kind of brought into our lives as a matter of necessity in the beginning that aren't so necessary anymore, or some protections that maybe we can start to let go of a little bit. So everyone for themselves as individuals, it's an opportunity to look and see from that place of steadfastness, from that place of level-headedness, of positivity. Really trying to get into the energy. Let's see, what else do they say? Oh, so the ox energy is yin energy. It's very soft and gentle and passive, and it harmonizes us with our environment. So see where you can bring that energy of the ox into your life. See where you can fall in love with your own heart this weekend. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Hi, Natalia. Start to listen to your heart. Notice the vibrational energy moving from your heart right now. Let that vibrational energy begin to pull you deeper and deeper inside. Maybe really affirming, noticing that we really truly do have everything we need inside of us. You close your eyes and you turn your eyes inward. Start to notice the emotions and the ideas that rise up from the silence. Moving away from that habit of always looking on the outside for validation, for direction, even for knowledge. In the silence, look inside and see what rises up. Sometimes the silence brings us to tears. Sometimes the best ideas, solutions, rise up out of the silence. Really quieting the noise of what everyone else expects or thinks, or what you expect. Moving away from the energy of doing. Allowing yourself to really embrace the energy of being. Spending time exploring that inner pathway. Allowing it to lead you to what needs to be healed now. What needs to be felt now, experienced now. What beliefs need to begin to fall apart. Maybe finding some curiosity when you sit and relax and rest and breathe into that inner pathway. Curiosity of things that kind of rise up. Let yourself embrace it all. Letting go of any need to be special or important, knowing that you just are special and important. Nothing to do, nothing to know. On that inner path, when we really move inside, when we connect to our own inner rhythms and the rhythms of nature, it becomes so apparent that who we are, what we do, is already so special and so amazing. It's our birthright. Move into that energy today as we move through our practice. Let your palms come together at your heart center. We'll open with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Pause and feel, allowing yourself to receive whatever flows. Feeling what settles over you as you settle into this moment. And take a deep inhale. Exhale completely. And we'll move into our next chant, Ad Gare Name. Starting with the hands at the heart. 3 times together. Ad Gare Name. Jugat Gare Name. Sad Gare Name. Sri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gare Name. Jugat Gare Name. Sad Gare Name. Sri Gurudeve Name. Ad Gare Name. Jugat Gare Name. Sad Gare Name. Sri Gurudeve Name. Pause and feel. Really feel the abundance inside. All you need, you already have. Feel that abundance. Feel that sense of spaciousness. That energy of attraction that emanates from inside of you. Feel the electromagnetic field around you acting as a filter to send out the energy of what is calling to your heart, to attract it back, to accept it, to receive it, to bring it in. Full abundance from the inside out. Inhale deeply, prayer up to the sky. Squeeze everything up. Maybe open your palms here. Receive some of that full moon energy floating through the ethers. And then exhale your arms wide and around. The energy of the heavens merging with the energy of the earth. Energy of your heart. Feel the entire universe inside of you. The wind and the warmth, the cold, the space, the foundational energy all inside of you. Without even opening your eyes, you're going to take your palms and place them on your knees, face up, bringing both hands into Gyan Mudra. Marge, if it's okay, I'm going to switch over to you. And then leaving that left hand right where it is, palm facing up, thumb and pointer together, other three fingers straight out. Take your right hand, also in Gyan Mudra, and place it in front of your heart so the palm touches or faces the heart, not quite touches it, but is close. Just feel the energy of your heart here. This is called Heart Mudra. From here, begin long, slow, deep breaths. Feeling the energy of your heart filling every cell of your body as you inhale. And as you exhale, feel that energy moving beyond the skin and out into the atmosphere around you. And continue to breathe long and deep, focusing on the energy of your heart. Noticing the quality of that energy. Is it open? Or is there a little protection? No judgment, just noticing. Are you allowing the receipt of love, an equal balance to the projection of love from your heart? Feeling the energy rise up and release down. With each passing of prana moving through your heart center, clearing the space, allowing your heart to call out, to attract what it wishes, to be what it wants to see. For the next few breaths, imagine that you're staring at a reflection of yourself, seeing your hands in the mudra, one on your knee, one in front of your heart, gazing at the peace and contentment on your face as you relax so deeply into the cave of your own heart. Allowing your reflection to hold you and support you, and releasing to yourself any burdens that you're holding, anything that's making your heart heavy right now. Imagine passing it off to this other you, giving it up for a little while, creating a sense of freedom and space, of possibility. A clear slate moving into this Lunar New Year. A clean slate to create, to yearn, to manifest. Feel a sense of gentleness fall over you like a soft blanket. And then as your reflection begins to fade away, turn your eyes even deeper inside. Let your right hand move down to your knee. Just totally and completely rest for a few moments. Creating a mantra, giving yourself a gift for this Valentine's weekend. Creating your own special mantra, maybe I am peace, I am love, I am divine. Find your I am. And allow that to vibrate in your mind time and time again over the next few days. Reminding yourself that you get to decide what that I am is. When you feel ready, open your eyes and make your way into child's pose. And once you find yourself there, really settle into the pose, allowing your heart to melt, your head to rest. Child's pose surrenders the head to the heart. Reminds us that the heart is the creator, the mind is the helper. And here, begin to walk your hands on your upper body over to the right. A little stretch for the left side body. Back to center. Over to the other side. Back to center as you make your way up to tabletop. Move your hands forward. Really create some space. And start to do very deep hip rolls here. Almost sitting back on your heels as you bring your butt back. Really bowing forward as you move forward. Opening every crack and crevice. I'm going to read a little bit as we move and sway from this book, Courage and Contentment, Guru Mai. Start to move in the other direction. She talks about Baba Muktananda. She quotes him, "The highest principle is light, it is love, it is peace. Contemplate your own pure wisdom shining forth. Instead of waiting for another person to shower you with light, step forward and be the light. Come to stillness. Lift your left leg up behind you. And listen really carefully. You're going to cross it over, but not let the toes touch. Cross it over your right foot, and then bring that left knee all the way down to the left side of the right knee. There you go. Margie has it. So it's like cow face legs, right? Everybody got it? And then from here, just start to shift yourself backwards and forwards. Just rock backwards and forwards a little bit. So I did this last night, and I was saying that teacher trainees did their 45-minute flow this week, and this was one of the poses that one of them did, and I loved it. And so I borrowed it. Come to stillness. Bring that left leg back up to the sky, and then let that knee come down to the mat. Moving to the other side, right foot comes up and back, crosses over the left, bringing that right knee right behind the left knee. You can move your feet apart, you can spread your shins away from each other, and just start to rock back and forth. Really nice opening, right? I love this pose. Instead of waiting for someone else to reveal love, step forward as the embodiment of love. Come to stillness. Leg up to the sky. Knee back down to meet the other. Some cat-cows here. If your hands were forward, bring them back under your shoulders. Don't wait for love, be love. Don't wait for peace, be peace. Instead of waiting for the other person to come to terms with his anger, you step forward and be the messenger of peace. That's what Baba Muktananda said. Be the messenger of peace. It doesn't mean to be a doormat. It just means to let go of that energy of anger. Don't participate in it. We have a choice every time. Come to stillness. Right arm floats out to the right, threading it under the left, bringing the right shoulder to the mat. That left arm can either move toward the top of the mat, onto your sacrum, up to the sky. Find some opening. Allow your own auspiciousness to permeate the world you live in. Meditate on the auspiciousness that spreads within you and around you. Allow the light of auspiciousness to pierce through all the layers of your body. Allow this light to pierce through all the layers of the mind. Allow it to pierce your speech. Allow the auspiciousness in your heart to rise up and fill your entire being with love. Allow this love to multiply itself 1,000-fold so that you become a messenger of peace. Wherever that left arm is, bring it back down to the mat. Pressing gently into your left hand, lift your right shoulder up, float that right arm out to the right. Exhale your right hand to the mat. Do a few more hip rolls here. And then coming back to center. Left arm out to the left. Threading through. Relaxing the left shoulder down and finding a happy place for your right arm. As you go about your daily activities, see if you can let greater goodness and beauty and auspiciousness come forth. Learn to experience gratitude for everything you're given, so that when you are receiving in so many forms, that will continue to grow. In that way, you'll be able to receive more and more. Let your gratitude grow so that you can stay connected to the vessel of nectar within. You want to keep the vessel of nectar strong and shining. Understand that everything you receive is a gift, that you are fortunate, even to put your feet on the spiritual path, to enter the temple, to behold the auspicious countenance of a great being. All this is due to your good fortune and the great hearts of those who offer so much service to this path. Be what it is that you want to see. Let that arm come up to the sky, back down to the mat, pressing into the right hand, bringing that left shoulder up. Plant there you go, yep. You guys don't need me. And this time, do some cat-cows. And as you come to center, you're going to walk your hands back and come up onto your knees. So you're standing on your knees. Inhale your arms up overhead. As you bring that prayer to your heart, lower your hips down. And then inhale your arms wide and around. Lift up off your heels. Palms together, sink down, and just keep going. Sun salutation variation on your knees. Bowing to the inner sun. Bowing to your inner strength. That auspiciousness, that holiness that Baba Muktananda spoke about. It is you. It doesn't only reside in you, it is you. Right? You are that holy person. You are that messenger of peace. First, receive the message yourself, and then you find yourself in a position to bring that message out to the world. The next time that you come up, stay up. Let your hands float behind your sacrum. Interlace your hands. Pull down, open your heart, look up. Take a few breaths like this, really opening your heart. And then release your hands. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Circle your right arm back behind you towards your right heel. Left arm stays forward, moving up toward the sky. Half camel. Open that heart. Find space. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, bring that right arm back up to the sky. Exhale your arms down to your sides and just pause there, still on your knees. Just let everything relax for a moment. Maybe do a few shoulder shrugs. And then inhale those arms up. Left arm circles back to the heel. Right hand moves forward and up. And then open that heart. Beautiful. You guys look amazing. Come on back up. Palms together overhead, down to your heart. Sitting back on your heels for a moment. And then floating forward to all fours. Knees wide, big toes together, sinking into child's pose. Rest here. So, the ox in general is a very auspicious creature in many, many traditions. And in Zen Buddhism, one of the many parables about ox and man is a story of a young ox herder who spends a good part of his life pulling this ox behind him, trying to make the ox go where he wants to go as he searches for meaning, for purpose, for love, for light in his life. And I won't go through the whole story, but ultimately what he realizes is he needs to stop dragging the ox behind him and turn around and look at the ox. And as he begins to fall in love with the ox and tame the ox and relate to the ox, he realizes that the ox represents all that is possessed inside of his heart already. All he had to do was turn around and look at what he already had in order to find what he was so desperately seeking. Right? So what we have is already ours. We just have to open our eyes and accept it. We have to stop looking for it on the outside. Slowly begin to walk yourself up to a seat. And once you get there, you're just going to place your hands on your knees in easy sitting pose and start half circles with your neck. So let your chin swing to the right, back to center, and to the left. Eyes closed, breath gentle. And then inhale your arms out to a T, bend your elbows, and bring your hands right to the place where your skull and the back of your head, your skull and your neck meet. Yep, you got it. And you're not going to interlace your fingers. You're just going to kind of let your head fall back into the palms of your hands. Your fingers can be kind of touching each other. Just start to twist one side and then the other. Holding that space for your neck, supporting it. Finding that gentleness. It's not about what we do in this world so much as about how we do what we do. Right? We can be firm and we can say no. But what is the energy behind our no? Is it kind? Is it loving? Is it conditional or unconditional? Is it how dare you ask me and put me in a position where I had to say no? Or is it let me think about that, that's not good for me, I'm sorry, I can't. Very different energies to get to the same exact place. You come back to center, interlace those fingers, bring them up to the crown of your head, and then start to sway to the left and sway to the right. Eyes closed, just letting your body stretch from side to side. Next time you come to neutral, inhale your arms up to the sky. Right hand floats to the floor beside you. Left arm reaches over the left ear, stretching over to the right. Keeping your body where it is, inhale your right arm up so it's parallel with your left. Come back to center, move to the other side. And continue that way, just first bringing that arm up, finding that space, and then floating. Finding your rhythm. We have so many habits. I was talking about that before. So many habits that we move through unconsciously. So when we bring our eyes inside, we start to look at what we do habitually and how we can maybe change some of those things so that we don't spend our lives on this earth missing what's right in front of us. Arms up to the sky as you come back up. Stretch up, up, up. Hands together to the heart center. Eyes closed. Just feel. Maybe notice the pulsation of your heart here. Right now, in your mind, do a rampage of appreciation for yourself. In your mind, list 10 things about yourself that is absolutely amazing. Right now, go. I am, I am, I am. And if anybody didn't find 10, text me after this class and I'll give you 20, each of you. 20 right off the bat I can think of for each of you. Do that every day. Every day, remind yourself to appreciate yourself, who you are, what you bring to this world. Another breath here. As you open your eyes, come back into tabletop. We're going to get on our feet for a few minutes, so you're going to curl your toes. Lift your hips up to the sky. Stretch. And slowly begin to step your right foot forward between your hands. And then take your right hand, bring it inside of your right foot, and start to walk to the right until you find yourself long ways on the mat. Yep, you got it, Marge. So you're in a nice wide stance on the mat. See, has everybody got it? So you're going to be long ways on the long side of your mat, legs kind of wide apart. You got it? Okay. And here with your hands planted, just start to bend one knee and sway your hips in that direction, and then move to the other side. Yeah. As you come back to center, place your hands on your hips, bend your knees slightly, and you're going to rise up to stand, feet still nice and wide. Beautiful. Just for a moment, let your hands just rest on your hips, your eyes closed. Just feel the space. Start to get really in touch with the space around you. Feel the vibration filling the space around you. And slowly move your hands so that your four fingers are going to be at the back of your waist. Your thumbs are going to be at the front. Start to hinge forward so that your torso is parallel to the ground. And then continue to slowly move into a forward fold. And then slowly rise back up, slowly, slowly, all the way up, and then go into a nice back bend when you get to the top. Soften those ribs, and then start to dive down again, and do that a few times. Nice and slow, moving into the space, and rising up. This is practice, a Tibetan practice called Lujang. And this exercise begins to connect us so deeply with the space, the ethers around us. So as you move through the space around you, feel the connection, feel the vibration. Know that you are not just moving through the space, that you are part of that space, and that space is part of you. When we really and truly move into the rhythm of the elements, when we feel them inside of us, and we connect to them on the outside, then we can begin to start to realize exactly how miraculous we are, our existence, our love, our light. And the next time that you come up, move into that back bend a little more deeply. Just really stay there. Open those shoulders. Let your head move back. And then come back to neutral, keeping your hands on your waist. Close your eyes. And just feel for a moment. And now moving your hands so that the four fingers are in the front, your thumbs in the back, still on your waist. You're going to take your feet and point your right toes to the right. Your left toes are going to slide slightly to the right. Yep. Bend that front knee and begin to bring your left shoulder towards your right knee. So there you go. You're going to bend down, bringing that left shoulder toward the right knee, and come on up. You're going to swivel your toes back to center, and then to the other side. And And do the same thing on this side, bringing that left shoulder, the right shoulder to the left knee. There you go. Come back up and do that a few more times at your own pace. Really moving into the energy of earth. Feeling that solid energy of earth in you and around you. Moving into the rhythm of the earth, that which supports us all the time. Think about the earth. Think about how miraculous the earth is. What is below our feet? We just trust. We just trust that this foundation is always there. There's so much that goes on below the surface. Complete the movement that you're in the midst of. And as you come back to center, pause. Feet are parallel to each other, still facing the long side of your mat. Step your feet in so you're about hips distance apart. Spin those right toes to the right. Bring the left toes a little bit to the right. And then step your feet a little bit further apart as if you were going to go into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. And you're going to do that same movement. Take your left shoulder, your left elbow this time though, and move it towards your right knee. So you're going to bend your left elbow towards your right knee. Yep, there you go. Come back up. Come back to center. Swivel in the other direction. Do it on the other side. And keep going. You guys look amazing. This represents the energy of the wind. Connecting with that wind energy, the wind, the air that carries the pranic energy into our lungs, that allows us to live and breathe in this human body. Right? Another miracle. Think about the wind, the winds of change, how our emotions change, our breath changes. The next time that you come to center, stay there. You're going to flip your hands again so that your thumbs are forward. Those four fingers are in the back. And you're going to begin that same motion that you did in the beginning, but this time with your feet closer together. As you begin to just bring your torso down parallel to the floor and then dive all the way down. And then sway back up. All the way up into a back bend. Do that a few times. Connecting to the energy of fire. The fire in your belly, the fire of your desires. The things that you yearn for, that fire transforms what you have into what you want. And when our wants are filtered through the desire of our heart, then they are wants that are going to be for the greatest good of everyone. Never, ever, ever does the universe bring one person its greatest good at the expense of another. It may not always feel good. There may be loss involved, but that loss is making space for something else. So as long as it's done with love, the next time you come up, stay up. Just pause, let your arms come down to your sides when you find yourself erect. Going to take your arms in front of you, and then you're going to turn the left hand so that the thumb is facing down. And you're going to take your right hand, place it underneath and in front of that left hand. Right, so it's like, so we start off hands facing each other, and then we turn the left hand thumb down, and then take that right hand and cross it underneath and in front. Yep. And then wrap the fingers of the left hand around the right. Yep. And you're just going to bring your arms up so they frame your ears, and down in front of you. And up and down. I think you all got it. Let's see. Eyes closed. Just keep going. This is the energy of water, that free flowing, the power of water. It's gentle, it's soft, but it can move through anything. It creates caves and pathways through solid rock over time. That persistent, powerful, gentle flow of water represents our creativity, our ability to manifest. And the next time that your hands come down in front of you, release. Let everything settle in as you come into mountain pose, hands at your sides, eyes closed. Take one long, deep breath here. Let the exhale be even longer than the inhale. Then inhale your arms up to the sky, down to your heart, all the way down to the floor. You're going to connect your palms to the floor. Step one foot back and then the other. Bring your knees to the mat. Move into child's pose. Feeling the energy of the elements that you've consciously connected to, moving through you. Find air, space, water, earth. Find it all, that fiery sun inside of you. Right here, right now, once again, 10 I ams. Rampage of appreciation for you. I am. I am, I am, I am. And slowly come up. Make your way to your backs. When you get there, plant your feet. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. Start to windshield wiper your legs from side to side. And in your mind, on one side, sa, ta, and on the other side, nama. Sa, ta, nama. Eyes closed, body flowing. Chant permeating every cell, Satanama. Cycles of life. I meditate on the truth that I am. Satanama. This chant is a meditation for the positive mind. It directs your attention to all that is good, to all that you want to see cultivated, created, born. Bring your legs back to center. Bring them close to each other and close to your butt. Inhale your arms up overhead. Bring your hips up as your arms come up. Exhale down and keep going, a flowing bridge. So your knees, so Natalia, your feet are planted, your knees are up, and you're going to flow. There you go. And the next time that your hips rest on the ground, bring your knees into your chest. Place one hand on each knee. Circle your knees away from each other and toward each other. And then when you find yourself at a point of stillness, reach for your insteps. Take a nice stretch and happy baby pose as you bring your knees towards your armpits. Opening everything, maybe rocking from side to side. And then releasing down to the mat, making your way into Shavasana. The consciousness of I am pulsates through the entire universe. We attract what we are. If you embody generosity and flow, if you move from divine source, what needs to come always will, regardless of the state of the stars or the state of the insane economy. Even if loss or catastrophe happens, it will find a way to reverse itself, to right itself. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, bringing movement to your fingers and toes. Let your head rock from side to side and your body stretch and move in any way that serves you. Bring the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet together. Connect to the fire of you. Then just pause for a moment. Allow your palms to rest on your cheeks, your fingers over your eyes. Feel your own energy. Bask in it. Take it in. Feel the radiance from the inside out. And slowly rocking up and down on your spine or rolling over to your right. Come up to a seat. We'll meet palms together. Hands at the heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Please join me in closing our practice with a long Sat Nam. Inhale deeply. Sat Nam. Sliding your thumbs to the space between your brow, bowing to your own amazing energy. Be love, believe, be true to you. Sat Nam, everybody.